Hi everybody, my name is Andrew Allen Matthews. Now I'm doing this video to promote Manchester and do a bit of history and stories on the area surrounding the Printworks in Manchester. I'm using my art as a medium, as you can see behind me. Now, I used to work in the textile design industry as a paid-for commercial design separation artist and reproduced textile designs for the furnishing and fashion industry for a decade. Reproduced designs for Laura Ashley, Sanderson's, Liberty Designs, Recteller and all the major high street brands in the UK. Now Manchester was a hub of the textile industry, but this is in decline now. I enjoyed this career that I was in, but it didn't allow me to express my art in my way. Now I've developed my own style over many years and got inspiration from L.S. Lowry's characters. And I kind of put a modern twist on Manchester now, as you can see in this painting here. My art is for enjoyment and it helps relieve my stress when I do my artwork. So I now sell my art online through my website, andrewallenmatthews.co.uk, and I'm also a best-selling artist with artgallery.co.uk as well. So check it out, some nice artworks on the website. So, this painting is called Urbis and the Printworks by Night and is part of my Manchester by Night collection. I did quite a lot of paintings in that collection, which are on my website. So, this painting has pride of place in my living room as I love the area and it's where my dad started out in life in his jobs. So, my dad, he had a job working for the Manchester Evening Chronicle, which was inside the Printworks at the time, so that's a modern Printworks now, but I used to work in there. Now, just a little history about the Printworks and the area surrounding it. So, the Printworks is located on the improved Wivy Grove site, and in the 19th century it was owned by a newspaper man called Edward Hutton. Now, in 1873, Hutton's son, which was Sir Edward Hutton, expanded the newspaper and sold his publishing business to Lord Beaverbrook and Lord Rothermere, should I say. Now most of the Hutton newspapers were sold again to the Allied newspapers and were formed in 1924. It was then renamed Kemsley Newspapers in 1943 and was bought by Roy Thompson in 1959. So, the earlier names of the buildings associated with publishing that were in the building included Wivy Grove Printing House, the Chronicle buildings where my dad worked, Allied House, Kemsley House, Thompson House and Maxwell House. Now, Kemsley House was on the corner of Wivy Grove and Corporation Street, and it was developed from 1929 and became the largest newspaper printing house in Europe at the time. Now, my dad worked in the Printworks and his first job was for a blocking and printing company in 1955 as an apprentice printer. So he left that job and he worked for the Manchester Evening Chronicle, which was in there, and his job was a copy boy. Now, part of his job he used to do all sorts of things, but he would often do the dinner runs and he often went to the oyster bar to get food for the guys and his boss always had a lobster claw for his dinner, which stood out to me, Dad. Now, on other occasions, his boss used to send him to reviews for new film releasing in cinemas around Manchester, and he used to take my gran with him, and she got to see the new film releases, and he used to watch the film, having sweets and ice creams. And my gran used to go on her own way and my dad used to go back and write up the releases in the paper. Now, one day, my dad, when he worked for this paper, he was messing around with a picture of a baby with a nappy on, and he put Liberace's face on the baby, and with the nappy facing towards us, and he kind of showed it round and to all the guys in the Printworks, and we were all having a laugh. Anyway, he ended up going into the print rooms and got printed for that nice edition. Now, phone calls started coming in and threatening lawsuits and legal actions and the paper had to recall all the papers. So the next day my dad got dragged into the editor's office, and the editor said, although your picture of the baby's face with liver arch on was very amusing, however, heads need to roll, and guess whose head it is? It's yours. And he promptly got the sack. And that was in the Printworks there. Now, his next job was for the Sporting Chronicle, and he used to go to the horse race meetings with his boss, and he got to mingle with celebrities and the jockeys, and he used to interview them and do reviews on it. He became well known around the race meetings when he was younger. Now, my dad is a big horse betting man and loved the job, and his boss always was on his back and kept picking on him. So one day, when his boss was picking on him, he pulled out the heavy letterpress with all the letters in it, he dropped and broke his foot, and he promptly got the sack for that as well. I think there's a bit of a pattern there with me dad. Now, the Printworks housed a printing press until 1986, when Robert Maxwell bought the property, and he subsequently closed it down, and the building was left unused for over a decade and fell derelict. The building was redeveloped and opened as a leisure centre as part of the redevelopment of Manchester following the IRA bombing in 1996. The whole area was devastated when that bomb blew up. In 1998, the derelict building and surrounding site was bought for £10 million by Shoe Deal Developments and a joint venture by the Cooperative Wholesale Society and the Cooperative Insurance Society. I work for the Co-op Insurance now, and it's a good ethical company. They own the buildings and the land opposite to the building as well. So the building was renamed the Printworks, reflecting its history, and underwent £110 million revamp to transform the property into an entertainment venue. Now the frontage, as you can see, is in a baroque Portland stone facade of the Printworks, and I think it looks really nice. That's why I painted it. Now inside on the floor is an internal railway that was used for the newspaper business, and the turntable for transporting newspapers is incorporated into the new floor now. So if you go in there, you can have a look at it. Now in 2000, the Printworks was opened by Sir Alex Ferguson and Lionel Richie, with pubs, clubs and restaurants, and the building's got 4 floors in it, and it's a very nice building inside now as well, lots of lights and things, it looks lovely. So it's got a 20 screen cinema complex, fitness club, Hard Rock Cafe, restaurant, Tiger nightclub. So nice nightclubs and feeling the area at night as well. So the Urbis building, which you can see here, is home to the National Football Museum. So that's the Urbis building. It's home to the National Football Museum now. It's an iconic building in Manchester today. So Urbis was an exhibition and museum in Manchester, and it was designed by a guy called Ian Simpson. The building opened in June 2002 as part of the redevelopment of Exchange Square, known as the Millennium Quarter, which is all part of that on the scene that you see. So Urbis was commissioned as a museum of the city. There were exhibitions, talks, gigs and special events down there as well, and Urbis closed in 2010 and it reopened as the National Football Museum in 2012. So as you can see there, so in my opinion the building complements the area, and I like the old and new buildings standing tall and proud, just like Mancunians that mill about the area in my paintings, all standing tall and proud. So this area in Manchester has been fully redeveloped and is a lovely place to visit. So as you can see, it's steeped in history, and I painted this scene in my style using what they call my croquis method to bring the characters' life in the scene. Now, I like this area of Manchester. It has a personal family ties with my dad starting out in life there as part of his jobs. So, if you do visit Manchester, take a look around this area because you'll enjoy it with the views, pubs and clubs. and everything there as well, because I think it's a lovely part of Manchester. So that's it for today. Well, I'll be revisiting all my paintings again that I've done over the years of Manchester, Salford and London, and I'll be doing a bit of history and stories of my experiences in Manchester, of life, how I see it in Manchester as well. A few stories about my dad and a few stories about me. So, thanks very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it and give a bit of history about Manchester. And so be positive guys and have a good day. All the best.